welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are here. And yeah, we are going to go ahead and take a look of a sharing. I don't know why it didn't come out right. It's early and it is what it is. But I hope you're doing good. I hope your day is starting off great. So what we're actually going to be doing, as I was trying to get out, is we're actually going to check in with the culinary icon herself, Miss Martha Stewart. She's such an enigma, isn't she? Well, yes, because what is she doing? She is spilling the tea. And what tea, you ask, is she spilling? The fact that she actually had a full-on affair and her husband didn't even know. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what's the big deal? There's plenty of people doing that. And mind you, let me just put the disclaimer on it. That's not a cool thing to be doing. But it's the situation that attaches that, you know what? It's just one more thing of her sharing that she's just like anybody else. So let's go ahead and get into this sharing about Miss Martha Stewart. Now, according to people.com, my favorite source, one of my favorite sources anyways, Martha Stewart admits to cheating on her husband and new Netflix doc, says he never knew. Like, I'm telling you what, Netflix is going to be popping on 10. There is so much Netflix videos, documentaries, movies, whatever that's going to be happening. I can't wait. I'm going to watch them all. So now let's go ahead and continue on. In the trailer for her upcoming Netflix documentary, Martha, the lifestyle mogul, revealed that she was unfaithful to her ex-husband, Andy Stewart. Now, Martha Stewart reveals a shocking truth in her new Netflix documentary, one not even her ex-husband was privy to, she says. In the trailer for Martha, which drops on October 30th, which is just right around the corner, the lifestyle mogul 83 says she was unfaithful to her ex-husband, Andy Stewart. Young women, listen to my advice. If you're married and your husband starts to cheat on you, he's a piece of you know what, she says. Get out of that marriage. A producer then chimes in. Didn't you have an affair early on? Martha admits, yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that. Ooh, that sounds a little bit double standardish, right? Now, the pair were married for nearly 3 decades after tying the knot in 1961. They welcomed their daughter, Alexis Stewart, in 1965 and ultimately divorced in 1990. Now, the food and home expert told People in 2020 that her divorce was tough on her. Getting divorced was a terrible thing for me because we were the first to divorce in my family, she said, and that we haven't spoken since the divorce is even more painful. But I'm very strong and I'm very motivated to get on with life. Now, Martha's new Netflix documentary follows the culinary icon all the way from her teen years when she was a model to her path to becoming the United States first self-made female billionaire, per a press release. Now, the cookbook author gets right into it at the start of the sneak peek. What does it feel like to be the first female self-made billionaire in American history? She asks. Well, her answer is merely a hearty laugh. I'm strict and I'm demanding and I'm all those good things that make a successful person, she says in the voiceover of the throwback videos. Of course, the documentary addresses her time in federal prison. As you may remember, in 2004, she spent 5 months behind bars after she was found guilty on charges including conspiracy and obstruction of justice related to the sale of a stock. I was a trophy for these idiots, Martha says in the trailer. I was dragged into solitary, no food or water. Those prosecutors should have been put in a Cuisinart and turned on high. Oh, I remember this Cuisinart. Oh, I haven't heard that word in so long. Now, her return to work after her release is also detailed in the trailer. And may I say, I think she got bigger after that, right? The cookie cutter house and the cookie cutter life was not for me. She says, I just could have been a miserable has-been housewife, but I didn't let that happen to myself. And I'm so happy I didn't. Martha streams on Netflix on October 30th. And yeah, that is one thing about Martha is that at first glance, and many years ago now at this point, because she's so entrenched in pop culture for us, you would never expect that she would be someone, let alone to hang out with a certain set of crowd of individuals, to go to jail for 5 months. I mean, maybe that's not so shocking because sometimes we don't put enough emphasis enough of that those types of things happen to everybody, not just one set of people. And so the bottom line is that was I almost want to say the trial heard all around the world, but her stint was for a short period of time, and did something evolve from her from that point. And at that point, I also think that she had acquired what we all lovingly refer to as street cred. And the next thing you know, she ends up becoming best friends with Snoop, and they're like, honestly, like big sister, little brother kind of relationship there. And I love it for them. And it's been beneficial for both of them, monetarily, as well as, I'm sure, just, personally, as being friends. And they seem to really, truly adore one another. And so, yeah, it's interesting that she has had a very eclectic life, and one that didn't just start off with the houseware things, but that she was a model. She was a real pretty model back in the day, and she's still a pretty lady now. So it's just really cool to actually see some of her interviews when she's just being herself, and she's just kind of, hanging out and not really taking herself too seriously. And I think that's one thing about Martha that is so appealing about her. She doesn't really appear to take herself so seriously. And yeah, she may seem a little stoic a little bit. She may seem a little, kind of to herself, but I think she's one of those people who observes quite a bit and knows exactly what she wants out of a situation, in a situation, and is already calculating those things, as we're all sitting here wondering why she's not speaking, or maybe why she has that certain look on her face that doesn't seem like she's having a good time. And I tell you, there's many times that I've looked at Martha and be like, she don't look like she's having a really good time. But something did change. It appeared after that stint in in the Clink Clank, and she's now seems to be just really easy, approachable, and all of those wonderful things. And I dare I say, I really do feel her stars shine even more after that. And sometimes that's how it goes. And yeah, so definitely that was such an interesting read, and I am definitely going to check out her Netflix special. How about you? Is there any Netflix specials that you're thinking about checking out? Drop those down in the comment section below. I'd love to know. Is there any that you're watching now, documentary wise, that you find fascinating? Drop those down, because I may want to check them out myself. Maybe somebody else, if is paying attention, they may want to do the same. We are in the cozy season of the year, being fall, and so this is a great time for hanging out and sitting on your couch and watching videos like this, as well as movies, documentaries, Netflix. There's always time for Netflix and chill, right? And so I'm so glad that you were here to hang out with me for this video as well. But yeah, let me know for sure if you're going to be watching, and like I said, any others that you may be watching too. There's quite a bit. There's the Menendez brothers that I'm going to take a look at. There is this one I'm going to take a look at. There's the video one I'm going to take a look at. And there's another one that may potentially, I think, is going to come out, or may possibly be out. I'm not 100% sure. That'll be in a sharing in a future video that I'll talk a little bit about that as well. You may already know what I'm talking about, but we'll just keep that under the wraps until then. But with that, I am so glad again that you're here to spend some time with me. I thank you so much for that. Of course, please go ahead and give the video a like as well, because I would so appreciate that. And if you are new here and you haven't had an opportunity to hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Yes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and please become part of the family, because I would so love to have you. And definitely keep your all notification bells on, because you know what? I've got more videos coming out. I have more videos coming out today as well, and I want to make sure that you check those out and leave your comments down below so we can have a conversation about that. I love community, so let's just get on with that, right? So with that being said, and I'll wrap it up for this video. So you take care, and I'm going to bid you do. You be blessed, and until next time. Bye. Whew, Martha.